Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I stand before you today not just as a fellow student, but as a concerned citizen of our shared home, Earth. I'm here to talk about something that affects us all, regardless of our backgrounds, beliefs, interests, or aspirations. It's a subject that is discussed and debated, yet unfortunately not given enough attention it truly deserves. I'm talking about climate change. Despite the overwhelming scientific consensus, some still believe or argue that climate change is a distant threat, or worse, a hoax. Today, I aim to persuade you to change your attitude, your belief, and your behavior about climate change and recognize its dire significance. Consider this. The last decade was the warmest recorded in history. We are witnessing unprecedented wildfires, increasingly powerful storms, and drastic shifts in weather patterns. Our planet is screaming for help, and we can no longer afford to ignore its cries. And why should we care? Why should climate change matter to us as students, as young people, as inhabitants of this planet? Firstly, it's about our future. Climate change is not a distant problem, it's happening now. As a matter of fact, its effects are escalating at a high speed. Sea levels are rising, species are going extinct, and extreme weather events are becoming the norm. And talking of species going extinct, just the other day, I read on New York Times in Texas, fish dying, and scientists say it's because it was lack of oxygen, so many of them. If we can do better, if only we can do better and protect those animals, those species, I think if we can just change the way we think and the way we protect our environment, this can help a lot. We are compromising our future if we don't act now and the future of our generations. And I do think if we act now, then it's going to be better for them. It's going to be better. We're going to save their species. It's really sad to see that sea animals are just dying and they're just floating because they died because we did not act right. Secondly, climate change is about justice. It affects the most vulnerable among us, the poor, the marginalized, those living in developing countries. By ignoring climate change, we are indirectly contributing to the sufferings of millions of people around the globe. Lastly, it's about responsibility. If we all can be responsible, we're the stewards of this earth. It is our duty to protect it, not just for ourselves, but for the life forms that inhabit it. So what can we do? We can start by educating ourselves, others about the realities of climate change. We must vote for leaders who really prioritize the environment. We can reduce the carbon footprint by making small changes in our daily lives, like using public transportation, reducing waste, and supporting renewable energy. If we can all play a part and try to save our planet, we can all help. All these animals will not go, they won't die. If we can all play our part, be responsible, try to maintain it, stop pointing the fingers on others, and we start by ourselves, try to protect it, try to use whatever that we have in a manner that it's not making our species go extinct, then that would be really, really be helpful. To sum up, ladies and gentlemen, climate change is not an environmental issue. Yes, it is, but it's not just an environmental issue. It's a human issue. If all of us can change the way we see it, the way we do things, the way we believe, the way we act around the environment, the way we protect our species, the way we protect the animals. I think that can help the climate change, and we will not be going on this, the pattern changing, all these things that are happening now. It's not just an environmental issue, because if we cannot be responsible, then it's on us. We are the people who live in it. We need to step up. We need to start by ourselves. We do better to create a favorable environment for ourselves, for the animals, for everything else. We try to accommodate each other and try to help each other to save the planet. Let's change our attitudes, our beliefs, our behaviors. Let's take climate change seriously for our future, for justice, for the earth we all call home. And our generation will be in a safer place. Our generation will have a beautiful planet. Our generation will have less work to put on because we've done our part. Our future generation will be living in an accommodative, beautiful environment because of our actions. So let's change our beliefs. Let's change the way we act. Let's change the attitude that we have about the climate change, and let's help our environment be better. Thank you.